Hello and welcome to this first lecture on the new section of gaining hands-on experience in this course, Master in Business Analytics. So the purpose of this section is to give you an in-depth view of how to gain hands-on experience. And that's what we will begin in this lecture. So how do you think you can gain hands-on experience? So there are three things you need to do to gain hands-on experience. First is to work on projects. And there you need to solve real world problems using publicly available data sets or create simulated business scenario. For example, on sales forecasting, customer segmentation, or inventory optimization. Second thing you can do is to do internships and freelancing. Where you need to work with companies to apply your skills in a professional setting. And third is to participate in competition by joining platforms like Kaggle or analytics hackathons to refine your skills and learn from peers. So these are the three ways you can gain hands-on experience. Let's take a look at how to work on projects, how to solve real-world problems using publicly available data sets or create simulated business scenarios in these examples that we talked about. So first thing you need to do is to identify the problem to solve. Focus on the clear business problem. And how can you do that? Say for sales forecasting, your definition could be to predict future sales, to optimize inventory or revenue. For customer segmentation, your problem could be to group customers based on behaviors, demographic, or purchases for targeted marketing. And for inventory optimization, it could be minimizing holding cost while maintaining service level. So like this, illustrated as like this, you need to define what the problem is, each of these kind of categories of business problems. Then you need to find the relevant data sets. Use publicly available data sets to solve these problems. The common sources are like Kaggle. There are data sets for various problems like retail sales, customer transactions, or inventory. Then there are data on UCI machine learning repository, where that contains data sets for marketing, finance, and operations. And then there are open data portals, the government and city data sets for industries like healthcare, logistics, and public policy. Now, for example, for health forecasting data sets, for sales forecasting data set, historical sales data of product across different regions may be available in one of these places, especially on Kaggle. Then for customer segmentation forecast, you could use demographics, transactions, or website behavior. For inventory optimization data sets, you could use stock levels, reorder points, and lead times for the products. So like this, you need to find the relevant data sets. Then you need to prepare and understand the data. And this sounds familiar, right? We did that earlier. So you need to perform the exploratory data analysis to gain insights. Now, what are the steps to recap for data preparation? You need to clean the data, handle missing values, remove duplicates, and fix inconsistency. Then analyze distributions, use visualization, histograms, etc. to understand trends, and then create meaningful variables through feature engineering. Like, for example, for customer lifetime value or sales growth rate could be such features. And there you can use tools like Pandas for data manipulation, Matplotlib Seaborn for visualization, and you can use Tableau or Power BI for exploratory dashboards. So like this, you need to prepare and understand the data. Then you define your analytical approach, choose a suitable method for your problem. For sales forecasting, you can use time series models like ARIMA, uh, Profit, long-term LSTM, long-term, long short-term memory neural networks, and incorporate external factors like seasonality, holidays, or marketing campaigns. For customer segmentation, you could use clustering algorithms like k-means, db-scans to identify the customer groups, leverage principal component analysis as we talked earlier to reduce dimensionality. And for inventory algorithms, you could use things like a linear programming to balance work levels and use predictive models for demand forecasting. So you define your analytical approach based on the task at hand. Then you build the solutions. You develop a model or framework to solve the solution. Now, what could be some examples of that? For sales forecasting, You will need to split the data into training and the test set as a first step, then train the models like ARIMA or Prophet on time series forecasting, and then evaluate accuracy using metrics like mean, absolute error, and root mean square RMSE. For customer segmentation, you will need to standardize customer features like age, income, frequency of purchases, then run k-means clustering to segment customers, then visualize cluster using a scatter plot or heat map. For inventory optimization, you can use Monte Carlo simulation to estimate the demand and solve on optimal reorder points using Gurobi or IBM Simplex as we have explained to you earlier, and visualize results to ensure cost minimization. So like this, you can build solution in each of these topics, main areas of work: sales forecasting, segmentation, and inventory optimization. Then you interpret and communicate insight. You translate insights, findings into actionable insight for decision making. And there you can use dashboards in Tableau or Power BI to present sales trends and customer clusters, right? And also you can share clear recommendations like increase stock for product X during holidays, focus marketing on cluster 2 as they show high loyalty. So these are some way to interpret and communicate your insights. Then you iterate and improve, test solutions with real world data or simulated scenarios, adjust models, and refine recommendations. So, having looked at how to work on these things, what do we do next? We will now look at how to work with companies to apply your skills in a professional setting by doing internships and freelancing. So, thank you so much for watching this first lecture on how to gain hands on experience in this course, Master in Business Analytics. I hope you're continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you need to.